Hey, peace, everybody.
Peace.
Welcome back to the GgodParticlePodcast. Back again to make it do what we do. You already know. Today is June 14th, 2026. At least that's what they tell us.
Ted.
I am TY,
That's the kid, boy True.
and you already know we hit shit do our part. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
for sure.
Raise his vibration up in this thing a little bit if possible. You know what I'm saying? All right, so jump straight into this thing with the 7 to 7. Last 7 days. How was your last 7 days? What was it? How did it feel?
My last 7 days, honestly, it felt great, even through some hiccups. You know what I mean? Little personal hiccups.
Yeah,
Great because anything that I grow through, I look at it as being great. Of course, not while I'm going through it. But these days, a lot of times while I go through it, because I understand now that any challenge that I go into, um, there's a lesson attached to it, and that's how
yeah,
I approach things. So, but at the same time, the feeling is still not the best feeling going through it. You know what I mean? But overall, it was what I needed. Came out the other side of it on a personal note, on a work note. Work been good as well. Doing my part there too. An unexpected thing occurred, but it damn sure can turn out to be something super great. I just wasn't expecting it as far as work goes. So,
yeah.
you know what I mean? I'm keeping that direction in mind as well. But it damn sure could be something great. But goddamn so. I'm not mad about this week. I'm not mad about this week at all. I had a little celebration as well. Not a little, big celebration as well. That I went to. You know, every time I make it to a birthday, my lady's friend birthday, so we went to Jersey
All right.
yesterday for that to celebrate that, and it was good to I mean good to be around the celebration. Any vibe like that is good when you're around good people, and to see how what I mean two young black men are um, excelling the way that they are. From
Mhm.
living, from what I mean, job, from personal business, whatever the case may be. Like it's good to be around that space, and that's so
Yeah,
that was dope too.
yeah,
So yeah, I'm not mad at this week at all, man. It's been some challenges, but the other side of that was beautiful. You know what I mean?
right.
And I'm proud of myself because I also held my emotions through it all, kind of thing. When I took a look on the inside and how my inside played a part, because usually my emotions everywhere. When I'm being challenged, but I've been noticing lately that my shit is kind of flying smooth when a challenge is being presented, and I'm able to handle it a little better these days than I would. You know, I stand my ground a little more, and I'm a little more
Yeah,
cooler these days. So man, it's my 7 been beautiful, man.
absolutely. For me, I would say it definitely started off. It started off high energy, super high energy. Um, from also, but it started well. It started off super high energy, but there also was kind of, I would say, uh, maybe kind of programmed into it to me a little bit from a motherfucking fortune cookie. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Looked at the fortune cookie, was like, yeah, this week is gonna be like something. I can't remember exactly what it said, but something to the point where this week is gonna be, you know what I mean, energetic, high energy, charged up. You're gonna see opportunities this week. You know what I mean? So it kind of felt like it was programmed into me just from reading that,
the
and
fortune
that's
cookie.
how it started. You know what I mean? Of course, by the middle of the week, it turned into something different again. But the good thing about that is I'm definitely starting to recognize a pattern with my energy. You know what I'm saying, and how I like perceive things that I got to do, specifically things that I really don't want to do, but I know I should probably do that shit.
Mm,
You know what I mean? Like usually, I'm starting to realize the pattern of how my energy goes around things like that at certain time. how it goes up and down and fluctuates. You know, you start realizing I'm gonna need
You were muffled a little
a.
bit.
Oh my bad. Yeah, I'm starting to realize I'm definitely gonna need a super discipline plan in in place, like a real deal, point by point, step by step, high discipline plan to achieve shit. Anything that I got to do that's involving doing things that I don't want to do. You know what I mean? So um I would say overall I would say it was a good 7 because it was mixed. You know what I mean? I started off like I had all of the answers, and then at the end learned the lesson of still not having all of the answers. Even with the little shit. You know what I mean? Things that I'm thinking that I already got figured out. It still ain't figured out yet for real.
Mhm.
Still got a lot of work to do, basically. So yeah, still learning lessons. I would say it was a good week because it basically still it's teaching me the lesson that it's still a lesson to be learned. You know what I mean? On many levels. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
indeed.
Like yeah, not
Yes,
just like
indeed.
learning one lesson, but learning the lesson within the lessons within the lessons. Like,
Uh-huh.
you
Like
know
you
what I mean?
said, it is on every
Yeah,
fucking level. It is going to be on
yeah,
every level. Like when we achieve something,
yeah,
celebrate it, but understand there's something else that we're going to have to achieve as well. And
yeah,
that is it, celebrate that too, because I guess celebrate the moments, because there's
indeed.
always going to be a moment or a challenge that may come your way. Every
Right.
day, every minute, every moment, it just becomes how we react to it. Like that's the main
Yeah.
that how we are I mean our awareness to it and how we react to it. Once we get that down pat, heaven on fucking earth,
Oh yeah.
because we're always going to be presented with a challenge. You know what I mean? So work on that reaction time, man. We Gucci. Nothing will stand in that way because we working on how we react to something. Even if somebody come up to you and you know what I mean, real fucking pissed off, we can react with a smile. Oh my bad,
Yeah.
partner. I'm sorry you feel that way.
Right.
Have a good day, peace, and going about your business. But if we're not
Indeed.
aware that we're being tested when somebody come at us, then we're gonna give them the same type of energy. And in my
Yeah.
mind, like after those moments when I realized I went into that shit the same way that they went into it, and I'm like, damn, I just failed that test. But I
Yep.
give myself kudos because I noticed that I failed that test instead of
Yeah.
just going
Yeah.
through and going through the next day and shit. I noticed it, but now I'm working on, of course, catching that shit beforehand. I mean,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's always gonna be that shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's beautiful to go to see. Not to see, but to come out on the other side of that.
True indeed. Yeah. So yeah, that was my 7 pretty much in a nutshell. All right, still moving this thing along. You know what I mean? Still figuring it out
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. Don't
as
give
we
up on
all are.
yourself. Yeah, just don't give up on yourself. None of
Oh
us
yeah, definitely
should
not.
be giving up on themselves at all.
Yeah,
Keep going. shit. You winning from pushing through.
indeed. Plus, it's definitely as weird as it might sound, it's definitely a part of me inside of me that think that this shit is fucking fun. Like,
Yeah,
that part of me is having fun like a motherfucker trying to figure this shit out. You know what I
and
mean?
crazy enough, I understand that. Like that makes
Yeah,
sense to me.
yeah,
That makes sense to me because I
uh,
always used to tell my wife, and I think other people as well, like on my job, like or previous jobs and shit like that. Like, man, I fucking thrive through a challenge. I
yeah,
fucking go to work when it comes to back up against the wall and all that type
mhm,
shit. So I think that thrill of just being there and then pulling yourself out is the drug. You know what I mean? Because
yeah,
you're so
hell
used
yeah,
to it and things working out and all that type shit. It's like that's the drug. That's the addiction part going to a borderline. Oh, yellow notice, eviction notice. All right, then we can do it. Boom, boom, boom. And then you got something to talk about. Hey,
yeah,
we was behind on rent 900 or something
yeah,
like that, and we got that shit done. Plus BGE got paid, and we're ahead a month. Like, how the fuck did we do that? And that's a conversation for weeks now. Like, yo, how the fuck did we just do that? And then so once you got to do it again, that's something else to talk about.
yeah,
That's a bond that two people can share too. If it's something that happens in a relationship,
yeah.
that battle or that struggle kind of thing.
Shit is wild.
Yeah, man, hell yeah. But And like you said, to just to realize it, sometimes to go through it, like you can find the fucking fun in it. Getting through,
Yeah.
right? That's some good shit. Getting through challenges, especially
Oh
if your
yeah.
life has been the type to send you deep challenges. You know what I mean? Deep lessons. And
Oh
hell
yeah.
yeah, hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Real shit. All right. So on this week's show, we pretty much it's called NPCs and the influence. We're gonna talk about the possibility of NPCs. I be hearing a lot of talk. For people who don't know what an NPC is, I'm sure a lot of y'all do, but some people don't. Pretty much for the gamers, we definitely know what the fuck an NPC is. You know what I mean? It's just basically the people that's walking around the world in a game like GTA that really has no consciousness of the main storyline, basically. Basically, unconscious people who are just there to fill a gap, or people that may come into your life to distract, distort, throw you off your, you know what I mean, your game, all of that type of stuff, change your mind. People that allegedly are basically here to throw you off your divine path, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Some people talk about these people having no soul, and they call them the soulless people. Some people say that that they're not even people at all. Some, you know what I mean. So it's a lot of talk. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we're gonna talk about today. Man. All right. But first, of course, we're gonna jump straight into the beginning of the show as usual. Send a chicken. You already know. All right. So let's get into it.
Motherfucking shit.
The shit is in your food, it's in the motherfucking chicken. It's in the motherfucking chicken. The shit is in your food, it's in the motherfucking chicken. It's in the motherfucking chicken.
Yes, indeed. All right. This week, for the inner chicken, got a crazy ass. Right. We got two of them. One carboxymethes carboxymethylcellulose, aka CMC, and hexametaphosphate, aka SHMP. All right. So let me pull these joints up real quick. Oh, wrong joint. Hold on. All right, there we go. So yeah.
Hmm. Out of all the names in the world,
Right.
y'all come up with.
Right. Well, just stick to CMC. Fuck it. You know
Bruh.
what I mean? Shit. But that lets you know right there that this is a dangerous chemical because only dangerous chemicals have long ass names like that.
With the little skeleton man beside it.
You know what I mean? So let's jump into it. All right. We're just gonna call it CMC. All right. So CMC. It is a chemically modified cellulose compound. Cellulose itself comes from plant fiber. However, CMC is not simply plant fiber. It has been chemically altered to become a thickener, a stabilizer, an emulsifier, a texture enhancer. Food manufacturers love it because it makes products creamier, thicker, and more shelf stable. Hidden names on labels would be carboxymethylcellulose, cellulose gum. I definitely remember seeing cellulose gum before.
Yeah.
CMC in Europe, E466. Many consumers never realize that cellulose gum is CMC. Crazy. Where it's found, CMC is everywhere in processed food. Ice cream, one of the most common uses. It helps prevent ice crystals. It improves creaminess and extends the shelf life. Dairy alternatives, almond milk, oat milk, soy milk, and coconut milk. Protein shakes, ready to drink shakes, meal replacements, nutrition drinks, desserts, pudding, whipped toppings, and pie fillings. Processed foods, it's in soups, sauces, dressings, and frozen meals. Health concerns, the gut microbiome disruption is the biggest concern. This is why CMC became controversial. Some research suggests CMC may alter gut bacteria, change microbiome composition, reduce microbiodiversity. Your microbiome helps regulate digestion, immunity, and metabolism. Intestinal inflammation. Some animal studies found increased intestinal inflammation, irritation of the gut lining. Researchers became interested because the changes resemble patterns associated with inflammatory bowel conditions. Gut barrier concerns. Some studies suggest that CMC may thin or disrupt the protective mucus layer lining in the intestines. That mucus layer helps protect intestinal cells, prevent unwanted bacterial contact. Metabolic effects. Research has explored possible links between emulsifiers like CMC and weight gain, insulin resistance, and metabolic dysfunction. Evidence is still developing. Increased food consumption. CMC improves texture dramatically. Food scientists use it because it makes foods richer, creamier, and more enjoyable. Potential result: people may consume more processed foods. Why researchers became interested. A frequently discussed study found that some emulsifiers, including CMC, appeared to alter gut bacteria, increase inflammatory markers, influence metabolism in animal models. This sparked major interest in the role of food additives in gut health. Cancer risk. CMC is not classified as a carcinogen. However, researchers continue studying whether chronic gut inflammation could contribute indirectly to long term disease risk. Bans and restrictions. CMC is allowed in the United States, allowed in Europe, allowed worldwide. No major bans currently exist. The controversy centers on long-term exposure rather than acute toxicity. Long-term effects, potential heavy intake. People consuming large amounts of ice cream, protein drinks, daily alternatives, ultra-processed foods may experience gut microbiome changes, digestive issues, increased inflammation, reduced dietary quality. The detox timeline. So reducing CMC containing foods, day 1 through 3, reduce bloating and less digestive discomfort. Weeks 1 through 2, improve digestion, more regular bowel movements. Weeks 3 through 4, better microbiome recovery, reduce inflammatory burden. Weeks 1 through 5, months 1 through 3, improve gut resilience and better response to whole food. Safer alternatives, choose products made with simple ingredients, whole food thickness, AGR. I mean, AGAR. Pectin, guar gum for some people. So I guess research that. I don't know why I say for some people. Homemade recipes. Look for ingredient lists with fewer additives and recognizable ingredients. Foods most likely to contain CMC. High risk categories include ice cream, non dairy milk, protein shakes, coffee creamers, frozen desserts, meal replacement drinks, packaged sauces, low fat foods. All right, quick summary. CMC is a chemically modified cellulose. It's used as a thickener and a stabilizer. It's found in thousands of processed foods. It's not classified as carcinogenic. A major concern involves gut microbiome disruption and intestinal inflammation. One of the most studied emulsifiers in modern gut health research. Real talk, CMC is interesting because the concern isn't that it's immediately toxic. The concern is what happens when your gut microbiome is exposed to small amounts of emulsifiers every day for decades. That's why many gut health researchers consider CMC one of the more important modern food additives to watch. Hey, yo, real shit. Allegedly, if the shit is true and they actually did just start, this poisoning of the food, because they say that the foods wasn't like this, like as early as like grandmother coming up, like they had normal food. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
right.
if that's true, and they really did just start this poisoning of the food, like yo, in 50 years, 60 years, at that beginning mark, shit, maybe 40 years, you know what I mean? Like yo, that's gonna mark the beginning of like the pharmaceutical companies, like they already rich. They already making
Oh yeah.
fucking rich. But they about to really, really, really have some serious paydays, yo, in like 40 years from now. If they actually just started introducing these poisons into the food chain. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Now if they lying about it and it been happening for fucking ever, you know what I mean? But somehow our body is adapting to it, and that's a different story.
Right,
But
right, right.
yeah, but if they really just did just start this shit, we getting this fake food and this is new, yo, motherfuckers that been eating this shit all their lives, 40 years from now, 50 years from now. Yo,
Oh yeah, they're gonna
yo,
need it
yeah,
if
it's
they,
not.
if it doesn't cause just direct extreme illness, so where
Oh,
no
it's oh
medication
yeah.
is not gonna do it, then yeah,
Cancer
they're gonna
patients,
need that
yo,
medication.
cancer is gonna shoot through the roof, through the fucking roof,
I mean,
yo.
as it is now, and
Yeah, now.
more our age and under,
Yeah,
you see
yeah,
a lot of different
yeah,
kinds. Or
yeah,
I'll even give it Bronham age, Tonham age, and they got me about 4 years. So let's say,
yeah.
I mean, folks, 4 years, the generation above us. Hey, motherfuckers is dying, and cancer is in the front of a lot of people's death.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's something to
That's
look
why
at.
that's why all these joints are saying it's not a carcinogen. It's because there ain't been enough time to be like, yo, yeah, this shit, yeah, cancer, nigga. This is cancer itself. You know what I mean? Like, hey, in 20 years, they ain't gonna be able to say it's not a carcinogen unless they just, you know what I mean, just override the system completely.
All right, because the
'Cause
numbers
usually
don't
they'll
prove it.
warn you, but because they do got foods out where they say it does cause cancer. You know what I'm saying? So I would imagine that they wouldn't give a fuck as to say which ones cause cancer when they actually find out that it do. And
Right.
maybe that's the reason why I'm saying it's not, because they just ain't have enough fucking evidence yet. It hasn't been long enough yet. But
And
they finding
and
out.
who's to say, right? It just popped in my thoughts because they're just in their mind ill. They're ill. All in all, if you're willing to even put a little bit of poison in folks' food, then I mean you're fucking ill. So who's to say that of course cancer won't get worse as it's getting now?
Yeah.
But because they control everything, who's to say they won't now get to the doctors? Yes, it's cancer that's killing, but no, it's not cancer on paper. You know what I
Right.
mean? Just like back in 2020 when they wasn't telling people that they were passing away from that shit.
Yeah.
It was something else, or what I mean, whatever the case may be, type of shit. But so they can control the narrative, just like they do with the news stations and
Oh
shit.
yeah.
So they don't have to tell us shit. So
Yeah.
would we ever know? Who knows? But come on, man, the proof is in the fucking pudding.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
man. That's what it
Mhm.
is. The proof is in the pudding. We
Right.
don't need to wait for them to tell us that it is or it's not. Like, come on, man.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
But that's another thing.
Yeah. Especially just
Another
reading this shit though. You know what I mean?
right. And it's telling you a lot of the things is telling you that an effect of it is like of the brain, of like memory, or what I mean, of some shit like that. So it's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
It changes the whole behavior. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It does so much. Well, we don't have to wait for a motherfucker to tell us that. Oh no, it's not. We good.
Bro.
They said we good, y'all. Fuck the reading. You know what I mean? They said we good. That's all we need to do.
Right. Shit crazy, yo.
Every day now, I guess the more and more that I just getting older, the shit it's just so dumb. You know what I mean? This shit just
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah.
just so stupid, man. It's just like, come on, man. Like, really? And then I'm starting to, I mean, I'm trying not to judge nobody, but I'm starting to get to the point, like, it's so, to me, you know what I mean? It's so simple. Like, y'all are whole, would sell your firstborn for something that, let's say, a government policy, whatever the case may be, said.
Right.
Sell your firstborn
Right.
based off of the words that come out. You know what I mean? Some of these people's mouths. I don't know. This shit fucking weird, man. Hey, what he say on Half Baked? Don't worry though. I'm not gonna freak out and do something fucking. But this shit'll make you just fucking bug out, man. Don't worry, I'm not gonna freak out and do something. I know who's coming with me.
Who's
Shit.
coming with me?
But the shit is so wild, man. The shit is so crazy.
Yo. Hey man. Hey,
Mm.
we are at war for sure, man. We
Yeah,
at
how
war for
fucking
sure.
right.
Yeah, we at war, man. Super war, man. Spiritual war, man. Physical war too. Shit, nigga. This ain't no
Honestly,
guns involved. That's all. But yeah, they whooping that ass though. Yeah.
everywhere we turn,
Yeah.
punch coming from everywhere.
I mean,
Every fucking way. They got great distractions going on. Everything is just is taking their attention while they just
hell
Where the
yeah.
fuck is bruise come from?
Right.
Hit us so hard we didn't even feel it. Just left with the fucking left with
Right.
the bruise, man. We just left with the markings.
Real shit. Crazy, man.
But man,
All right. Uh, so the next joint is sodium hexametaphosphate, aka SHMP. All right. Yeah, that's up there. All right, so let's get into it. This is one of those ingredients most people have never heard of, yet it appears in a surprising number of processed foods. It is primarily used as a sequestrant, emulsifier, preservative aid, texture stabilizer. Chemical formula NaPO3. It is a synthetic phosphate compound. Where is it found? It's in processed cheese. This is one of the most common uses. Found in cheese slices, cheese spreads, cheese dips, processed cheese sauces. It helps create that smooth, melty texture. Processed meats is found in deli meat, sausage, hot dogs, cured meats. Is used to retain moisture and improve the texture. Seafood products. It's very common in frozen shrimp, scallops, crab products, frozen seafood, used to help seafood hold water weight. This is one reason frozen seafood can sometimes weigh more than expected. Packaged foods, instant potatoes, packaged meals, prepared sauces, some beverages, occasionally used in powdered drink mixes and specialty beverages. Hidden names on labels. Look for sodium hexametaphosphate or SHMP or hexametaphosphate or E452I in Europe. Health concerns. Excess phosphate intake, the biggest concern. This is the primary issue. Many Americans already consume high phosphate levels from soda, processed meats, and packaged foods. So adding SHMP increases total phosphate exposure. Kidney stress. People with kidney disease or reduced kidney function may have difficulty processing excess phosphates. Research links elevated phosphate levels to increased kidney burden. Mineral imbalance. SHMP is designed to bind minerals. Potential concerns include interference with calcium, magnesium, iron, and zinc. Over time, excessive phosphate consumption may affect mineral balance. Bone health concerns. A high phosphorus to calcium ratio may contribute to reduced bone mineral density. Increased calcium mobilization from bone. This is usually a concern when diets are already poor. Cardiovascular cardiovascular concerns. Some studies suggest elevated phosphate intake may be associated with vascular calcification, arterial stiffness, increased cardiovascular risk, potentially in people with kidney disease. The seafood water retention controversy. This is one reason SHMP gets criticism. It can help seafood retain water, appear larger, and maintain weight. Critics sometimes call this water weight enhancement because consumers may unknowingly pay for retained water. While researchers watch it, researchers aren't usually worried about acute toxicity. Instead, they are studying chronic phosphate exposure, kidney function, cardiovascular health, mineral metabolism, cancer risk. Sodium hexametaphosphate is not classified as a carcinogen. Current concerns focus on kidney health, mineral balance, long term phosphate load. Bans and restrictions. SHMP is allowed everywhere and is considered safe at appropriate levels. Long-term effects, heavy intake, heavy consumption of foods containing phosphate additives may contribute to kidney stress, mineral imbalance, bone health concerns, increased cardiovascular risk factors, especially when combined with other phosphate additives. Detox timeline, days 1 through 3 without it, lower processed food consumption, better hydration. Weeks 1 through 2 without it, reduced sodium and additive load, improved digestion. Weeks 3 through 4 without it, better mineral balance, improved dietary quality. Months 1 through 3 without it, lower chronic phosphate burden, improve overall nutritional status. Safer alternatives: choose fresh seafood, fresh cheese, whole food protein sources, minimally processed foods. Look for short ingredient lists. Foods most likely to contain SHMP. Once again, high exposure categories are processed cheese, frozen shrimp, crab products, deli meat, hot dogs, instant potatoes, processed seafood, and cheese sauces. All right, quick summary. SHMP is a synthetic phosphate additive. It's common in processed cheese and seafood, helps retain moisture and improve texture, not classified as carcinogenic. Main concerns involve kidney health, phosphate overload, mineral imbalance, and cardiovascular effects. Real talk, SHMP isn't controversial because it's immediately toxic. It's controversial because it's one more phosphate additive being added to a food supply that already contains a tremendous amount of hidden phosphorus. And unlike sugar or sodium, most people never think to check how much phosphate they're consuming every day. All right, so yeah, and that's what I was saying too. Like as a whole, like you just said, like like yo, we don't need them to tell us first of all because like that's retarded, nigga. You putting a little bit. You saying that okay, a little bit of this won't hurt, but then you putting a little bit of every single fucking thing that would hurt if it was a lot. So all of those little bits add up to a lot. That's fucking common sense.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like cut the fuck crap, bro.
And then it's gonna, of course, it causes you. You're gonna gain weight, um, because it causes you to eat more.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Man, that shit wild.
Shit
That
is
shit
fucking
wild. And like you said, and like you just said, all those little things and
right.
every ingredient that's in that one thing,
Right.
like boom, cheese. You mix it with something else that has even worse ingredients,
Exactly.
and then you mix it
Exactly.
with something else, a seasoning which people use so
Exactly.
many different kinds. You
Like,
mix
come
it
on,
with
bro.
something else. No, man, ain't no way to fuck around it, man.
Right. Ain't no
And then
bro.
dessert, it's in, you know, what I mean, every last one of them because
Exactly.
3-course
Exactly.
meals, 5-course
Exactly.
meals,
Exactly.
fucking everything.
Yeah, it's in the sugar, it's in the bread, it's in the sauces. You know what I
And,
mean? It's in the meat. Like, come on, bro.
yeah,
All that shit is combined to make. Come on, like y'all
hey,
know
if
what the fuck y'all doing.
from one of the other episodes that you read on, um, from the packets, the outside fucking packets. So either way, you getting it. You pick it up and touch it and say you don't want this one. Oh, don't worry, partner. Take this
Right.
with you. You know what I'm saying? Take this with you.
Exactly.
Absorb this. Thank you anyway for considering.
Right.
Every which fucking way.
But yeah,
That's
they
HM.
definitely know what they doing, though. You know what I mean? That's the plan. It's just the trickery. You know what I'm saying? Tricknosis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Sleight of hand, the fake me out, pump faking. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers. That's how they been doing though. That's how they did. That's how they took over the land too. You know what I mean? That's what they say. They came as our friends. You know what I mean? It wasn't like nigga kick this shit out.
Oh
It was
no.
like, hey, how you doing? Hey, yo, yeah, what's up, man?
As big hearted as they said we were.
Straight stabbed in the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
And today here we are.
Here we are. Here we are. All right. I got some I think I got a couple readings from Facebook. Maybe a couple videos for the inner chicken before we get about this thing. Let me see what I got. Let me share this straight real quick. All right. Let me see what I got first. All right, yeah. So yo, this is crazy too. This is a very short video, but yo, we was just talking about this on one of the last couple episodes. My movie was like talking about how if you got the money, they'll let you do the business, even if you got a straight whole food ingredient, even if you just shit is super duper healthy, and then they'll just buy it.
Buy right up.
Yeah. Hey, check this video out right here. Crazy shit, bro. So this is It says, did you notice big business buying up all of the healthy brands? All right, hold up. Before I even play the video, and this is from Big Winner Facebook page. Not sure who that is. Check him out. Say a chef, but this is on his page. He posted this. Check this out. He said, illusion of choice is real. Different labels, same owner, same corporation, same money trail. You think you're choosing freely, but most of the time you're just funding the same machine under a different logo. All right, so yeah, let's check this joint out. I'm gonna have to pause it too. I think some of them go pretty quick. Matter of fact, let's turn the music down. Yeah, Clorox brought fucking Burt's Bees.
Burt's Bees.
Clorox, bro.
Like why?
Like Clorox. This shit goes on your lips. And what the fuck do a chemical company want with a natural fucking
That's wild.
chapstick, bro? Clorox. Yeah, let that sink in right there.
Man, that's why I just picked that up when I just brought some more chapstick, and I picked that up.
I love Burt's
I ended
Bees.
up putting it down. Yeah, I used to grab. That's one of the ones I used to grab too. I think my last one was fucking Burt's Bees upstairs on my dresser. That's crazy. Let me bar them lips for a second. So
Exactly.
put this fucking bleach on it.
Some of this crack on your lips, nigga.
Wow, man.
It's fucked up, yo. Pepsi brought out a few things. I never heard of them, but this seems to be some healthy. Okay, this is a vegan tortilla chips. Pepsi brought that, yeah.
How can you have both? I mean, I know you can, but you got a soul food restaurant and a vegan restaurant. that alone says that you're in it for the money,
right?
Just for all the wrong reasons.
Trying to cover all of the customers out this bitch.
Right.
You don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? Come on, man. And they gonna change the ingredients in the healthy shit.
Oh hell yeah!
You know what I mean? But they brought Poppy. Allegedly, Poppy was supposed to be some healthy brand of soda. I never tried it. I don't drink soda, so yeah.
It's just like seltzer water.
Yeah.
Some like bubbles without the harsh flavor. Really.
Brought this too. Bear baked crunchy crispy red apple chips. The Hershey Company brought Himalayan pink salt popcorn. Lesser Evil from a company called Lesser Evil. No, let me get that. And there's more evil, nigga. Run that. We own your shit now. Yeah, Hershey brought that. Nestle, Nestle is good for that fake me out shit, especially with their water. I hate that Nestle water, yo. That shit nasty.
Yeah, I don't even drink it. I don't even remember ever having it.
Yeah, I had it a couple times. Like every time I drink it, I can tell like this is some bullshit. Yeah, so they took over organic protein shakes, vital proteins, collagen peptides. Yeah, Nestle. Sport hydration. Not sure what that is. It's like some tablets or something to hydrate you. Yeah, don't trust it. They got this.
I would use that if it was
right.
If it stayed natural.
Right, a pill to hydrate you is wild, right? Raw organic protein shakes. Taking over the protein business. I mean the health business, health protein shake business. General Mills. Yeah, Annie Shells and real aged cheddar. So allegedly they was really using real aged cheddar. Allegedly. They won't be no more. I don't know what that is. Look like some different types of meat. Coca-Cola brought Honest Kids organic juice. Now it's gonna be high fructose and still gonna be labeled as organic. They gonna add a fucking bunch of high fructose corn syrup to that shit.
Can't have that.
Yeah, nah.
Too fucking clean.
Naturally delicious peanut butter, Justin's Classic.
Full
This,
amount.
these are a lot of companies that we never heard of course, because they was probably healthy and organic. Really, you know what I mean? You don't be hearing about those companies.
Yeah.
Then big ass company buy you out. Yeah,
Mm.
what would they want with a small company that ain't healthy? You know what I mean? It makes sense of them buying them out because they are too healthy. And they don't want that shit to blow up.
Right, right,
Yeah,
for sure.
because they know if you creating something that ain't healthy, your shit ain't gonna fucking. If I'm creating a Dorito that's unhealthy, like my Doritos ain't gonna stand up to fucking to the Dorito brand Doritos. You know what I mean? Like it's just
Right,
not.
right,
It's
right, right.
both unhealthy, but like Doritos got the super brand, they gonna always win. You know what I mean? But if I create a healthy ass organic Dorito, then yeah, oh no, they gonna buy your shit out. Yeah, let me get that. Yeah,
Yeah,
we need that.
can't have it.
Yeah,
Competition and it's people eating it and feeling good.
right. Yeah, nah. All right, so Hormel brought this too. No sugar chicken and herb, breakfast sausage, no antibiotics ever. Never even heard of them. Applegate. So they had natural sauces and stuff, you know what I mean? With no additives, no antibiotics, no sugar. Hormel brought that though, so that's gonna change. Let me go back real quick. Kraft Heinz look like they brought Primal Kitchen, some organic olive oils and ketchups and mayonnaises. Kraft brought that, so you know what it is. High fructose corn syrup for your ass once again. Because at a high fructose corn syrup, be all in the crab barbecue sauce and shit. What ketchup? Psh, that's the first ingredient. High fructose.
Yeah, that's what get us coming back, baby.
Yeah, yeah,
Motherfucking flavor.
crazy. Organic sea
Right.
salt, thin and crispies, Campbell's.
You know what? I'll fuck with them. If I'm not mistaken, they were at Aldi. We got them from
Yeah,
somewhere, but we had them motherfuckers before for sure.
yeah.
But that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. The more you know.
Right. I mean,
Tomato sauce had that.
homemade. They
Mm,
buying
mm,
that brought
mm.
that out. It ain't gonna be homemade no more.
Right. I used the like I brought the what was it, the Roman something tomatoes and made the
Yeah,
sauce myself for the first time.
yeah.
And that's that shit. I'm gonna start doing that shit like that.
Right, right.
Shit. It's simple. If you get the tomato from the right place, of course, these days.
Yeah. Good
But other
organic.
than that, hell yeah. I said, okay, that shit's simple.
That's how we gotta eat from now on, for real.
Right, right, for sure.
All right. Bare naked. Kellogg's brought down. Not sure what that is. Also look like some breakfast bars.
Okay.
Yeah. Some healthy breakfast bars. Kellogg's brought that. Some shit for your sleep. Probably some melatonin type situation going on. Organic, most likely. Unilever. Ain't that like a soap company or some shit? Don't they own soaps and stuff? A bunch of shit like that. Think so. Avocado oil mayonnaise. Sir Kensington's. You know, these companies will never see. I mean, these companies are still branded as the original company, but
Right, for sure.
the bigger companies just took over. But it's still that's to fake me out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and so now they're like, fuck it, it's on
Yeah,
y'all to do the research now.
yeah,
We ain't gotta tell y'all everything.
right. You think you supporting an organic company whole time it's owned by Coca Cola?
Switched out. Like, hold up, man.
Man, right? The fuck?
Yeah, that's wild. Hey, that's this might be it's on point to what was just said.
Yeah.
Why I just read a young lady donated. She donated 89 acres or something like that. I think the story said. The story said
Uh-huh.
she donated, black lady, like 80, 87, 89 acres of land to, I guess the state of Texas. I think it was Texas.
Yeah.
For, like an amusement park. You know what I mean? For Texas or wherever she was. But they end up selling it for 10 million to a one of the data centers.
crazy.
I
89. You said 89 acres.
think it was like I want to say 89 acres.
10 million.
Forgive me if I'm wrong. And if the story wrong, then like I said, I'm just going saying what the story said.
10 million. That shit got to be worth 100 million, right? 89
89?
acres.
Hell yeah. I would imagine so. Lord.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
that's because if they did that, even though 10 million is a come up because it was donated to them, that's a free 10 million, right? But the 89 million, 10,
They probably strong armed her into donating the shit. You know what I mean?
yeah, that could be true
Come
too.
on, man. You better say you donated this shit.
Could
That's
be
it.
very fucking true.
Or we on your ass. Who the fuck gonna donate 89? Come on, bro.
Donated.
Come on, bro.
Because, well, yeah, because with that, if you have those acres, you can look into yourself. I would imagine you can look into yourself how you can be a part of keeping the land and still having them build on it. Like look into whatever you need to look into to say, hey, I think we should build an amusement park here or whatever.
But I think that's ain't that what they said that she said? They wanted her to she wanted them to build something on she wanted them to do something with it. And then they
Uh,
sold it anyway.
I guess I didn't go into the story deep enough.
I think I saw that. I think
Yeah, from the first one that I seen,
yeah, I
the
think
headline was.
think it said something like that. Something like she wanted them to build something on it or do something with it.
Yeah, I did see like
And they
a park or
sold
some
it
shit.
to fucking the data center. Yeah.
Yeah, in the comments, some people were saying she should be able to do something about that because hopefully it was in writing. If this is the true case, because you donated it for a specific reason,
Right.
and they sold it, so it's kind of like if you done it the right way, then damn sure something you should be able to do about that shit.
But shit, Shorty passed away by now, right? I think it was an older lady.
Yeah. It looked like it even looked like the story was a bit older.
Mm. Yeah, that's a lot of land, yo.
Hell
Could have
yeah,
did a lot with that.
5 acres a lot of land.
Right. For real shit. All right. Next video I got. So yeah, this is a little information right here. In 1913, the Rockefellers brought every herbal school in America. Then they closed them all by 1925. All right. For those who don't know, this comes from Shane Dub's Facebook post. For those who don't know, that's why I study herbal medicine. Ezekiel 47:12 describes trees of various kinds growing along a river, noting that their fruit will be for food and their leaves will for healing. That's why I use herbal medicine. I don't need pharmaceutical medicines or pharmaceutical doctors. I turn to herbal medicine. I believe what the good book says. I learn some new things daily. I've come to realize that there's many scriptures missing sentences and or words in the New King James Bible. I have many different Bibles. My favorites are the 1560 and 1599 Geneva Bible. To me, it is the most complete Bible. They both have a purpose and have complete scriptures. When the King James does not, whereas the King James one does not. But anything to do with the government or the laws, I would expect to be changed. I mean, King James, after all, was a king. He had the Bible translated from Latin. He also was not supposed to be king. His mother was supposed to be queen, but he took care of that. He also was a homosexual. There are many other things, but I have to let you all look into that yourselves. I just wanted to maybe get your minds to thinking and wanting to know more about the man that so many trust with the word of the Most High. Yeah, so those are his words, Saint Dubs. Yeah, of course, we know that, you know what I mean, a lot of shit was taken out of the Bible. They took a whole took the whole fucking book of Enoch out that motherfucker. They tried to take other books out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we know what it is. Man, push shit around, change this to that, back to this, woman to man, man to woman, all the type of shit. You know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah, So yeah, the Rockefellers brought every herbal school and closed them motherfuckers. So yeah, that's just part of the reason why we dealing with this shit that we dealing with now. Why we got it in the chickens segment is
Second, bro.
these motherfuckers. Yeah,
Like every fucking herbal school is
man,
been
close
closed.
them. Exactly.
That's
Crazy.
that was a super big.
Oh yeah, major
I
chess
run
move.
this shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I run this shit
Oh
without
yeah.
even saying I run this shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got bigger plans for this. We got bigger plans for y'all.
Indeed.
Don't worry about your health. We got it.
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, we got it. Don't
You
even
know what
worry
I
about
mean?
it. Sit
Crazy.
back.
All right, now this is the Lunchables. Hold on. Let me bust.
Tobacco company.
Yeah. All right. This says Philip Morris. This comes from Food Babe on Facebook. Food Babe. Philip Morris, the tobacco giant behind Marlboro, owned Kraft for 2 decades and engineered Lunchables the same way that they engineered cigarettes. It's crazy. A fucking tobacco company owned Kraft, food company. Come on.
That's crazy.
For two for 2 decades and engineered Lunchables the same way they engineered cigarettes. Big Food used tobacco industry tactics to engineer their products and addict their children so they can secure lifelong customers. And now look where we are as a country: skyrocketing sickness, outrageous rates of obesity, and food system built to keep people hooked instead of healthy. It's disgusting and it needs to stop. Now that you know the truth, the best way to fight back is to share this so everyone sees exactly how the food industry has been playing their cards against us. That's when they stop winning. All right, it said new study. A tobacco company engineered your kids' Lunchables. Lunchables were developed with Philip Morris, the tobacco giant behind Marlboro, who owned Kraft from 1988 to 2007. They applied the same research they used to hook smokers to hook your children. This box is designed to look like a present. Philip Morris put a gift-like band on the box specifically to make moms feel less guilty about choosing processed foods for their kids. They designed Lunchables to feel like a toy. Philip Morris built 17 toy-like prototypes and watched children play with their food before they ate it. Their research found that kids wanted control, so they designed the compartments to let children build their own lunch. A child who plays with their food will beg for it again. Philip Morris ran a secret nicotine lab in Germany to hide their addiction research from tobacco regulators. Those same scientists were later used to develop chemical flavors for low-fat Lunchables. Competitors called their strategy of making harmful products seem healthier, getting the guilt out of the product. Yeah, crazy shit.
Tobacco company.
They're using the same tactics to addict you to smoking that addicts you to being a smoker to addict you to being a fucking to the food that they got.
Yeah,
You know
fucking
what I
food.
mean? It's crazy
And
shit.
Lunchable, that's about what? 4 or 5 year olds.
Oh
As
yeah.
far
Oh
as
yeah.
starting, because
Yeah.
I used to tell Lunchable at
Yeah, I used to smash
220.
Lunchables too. Hell yeah. Yeah. Shit. But
So,
they can't I ain't no lunch. I didn't remember Lunchables being that old, but I guess they already said they started it in 1988. This is the 1988 Lunchables packaging. So they been on it. You know what I
mm,
mean? But I definitely remember eating Lunchables as a youngin'. Oh yeah. Stacking the motherfucking turkey and cheese on that bitch with the cracker.
that's what
Oh yeah.
you do. You either, you can get
Yeah.
something on the side, maybe a Reese's cup or a little
Yup,
small
yeah. Piece
stick
of candy
or
up.
what I mean, some cooking some shit, little
All that
treat.
shit unhealthy.
Right, make you feel good for
Right.
eating something bad.
Exactly. Crazy,
Yeah,
yeah. Motherfuckers use all type of tactics against humans, yo. Definitely
yeah.
playing this for fucking straight fools.
Oh
Completely
yeah.
fool. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, these motherfuckers is retarded.
And look at you,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
You know what I mean? All right. I think I got one more. Yeah, I think this is short. I don't know what type of bread she had, but allegedly she had some bread and it was working like a sponge. It would not tear no matter how much water she poured on it. Check this out.
This should fall apart like real bread, but I can literally wring it out without a punch.
Get the fuck out of here.
All right.
Like number
Okay, so
three,
that's nature's own whole wheat bread.
This is
okay,
supposed to
runs
be a good, healthy alternative.
Exactly.
water under it. Oh, squeeze it. I should clean the sink with this, maybe. All right, this is so
Straight
coming
ringing that
together.
joint
They
out.
are wetting it. If this
Multiple
was
times.
real bread, it should fall apart immediately. This is alarming. People think, oh, my bread never gets soggy and it's so fluffy and stays together. Ugh. This has extra glue plus monoglycerides, which are like glue. Soy lecithin is the
Oh no,
structure of the
diglyceride,
glue that makes it
monoglycerides.
stay together. Then you got enzymes. That's the hidden one everybody misses. It's how the starch behaves. So it makes the bread softer, it makes it more shelf stable, and it's unlikely to break down.
There you go, and that's in the chicken shit.
That don't make no sense, man.
We'll be raping you, raping you. God
Gotta live
damn.
my life,
No Vaseline, baby. No Vaseline.
man. My fucking
Uh-uh.
life.
All of that shit, all of that shit, a lot of that shit is the fucking stabilizers to keep that shit on the show and keep
That's
that
it.
shit looking pretty.
They don't want to waste food. That's
Right.
probably how all this started. Like, look, man, we wasting too much fucking food.
Pretty much.
Somebody got to account for this food. So what can we do?
Yeah,
How
let's add
about
some
we
fake shit.
right? Or we put a little poison in it. I mean, I hear this does this, but it also these are the effects of it. Ah, don't worry about it. The shelf life you say gonna be good.
Yeah.
All right, since it's gonna fix our problem, we're not gonna worry about the problem that it's gonna cause for everybody else. It's
Just
fixing
throw
our
we just
shit.
put a little bit in there, just a
Maybe
little
a
bit.
little bit.
It's not harmful because it's only a little bit. Yeah, just a
It-
little bit of plastic in there. Just a little bit. So
right, and then reach out to the people that make the the writers of the ill shit to change the laws a little bit
hell yeah.
and pass this or you know what I mean. It's yeah, it's shit. Everybody in cahoots with everybody, man. So you can sit,
Gotta love
you can try to argue, but it's within the law, or how is the law such and such, or how are they able to do such and such. But it's like because if it brings satisfaction to the overall cause, then that's all that matters.
it.
If you look at every organization that pretty much thrives, is causing harm to a generation of people. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? It's not too many um, thriving good shit.
Exactly. And that goes in, and that's for all sectors. That's the entertainment. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, same way with movie producers and shit, the ones that's winning is the motherfuckers showing that ratchet ass shit with every
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
I mean, that's
Like
what
look
it
in,
is.
and look at it, look into it. That all
Yeah,
that is factual shit.
yeah,
And
oh yeah.
fucking deja vu too. My bad. That shit, that shit took me out
Uh,
real quick. I I had to look up and down for a second, even from and my daughter texted me. So even from the message to kind of what we was talking about, everything felt fucking whole. I'm like, man,
yeah,
that's fucking wild. And I'm eating chestnuts, and that the very same fucking thing. Like everything feels so fucking whole. That's wild. Yeah, that's wild. My bad. It caught me off guard.
man. All right, so yeah, that's it for the inner chicken, man. Let's jump out of that poison shit into some health and wellness, into some holistic living. Yeah, I mean, into some things that's actually gonna help you out, to some natural shit that grows from the damn earth.
Hmm.
The earth, nigga, you know what I'm saying?
With an F,
Grows
motherfucker.
naturally with an F in the earth. That's some shit that's good for you, you know what I mean? All right, so yeah. What we got? I think we got sarsaparilla root. I definitely heard of that. I heard of that to the point where I thought I'm like, yo, did we do that already? I know I heard of that shit. I had to look back, but we ain't do it yet.
Never did it.
But yeah, it definitely sounds super familiar. So yes, sarsaparilla root. and boldo leaf, boldo leaf. All right, so let's jump into the. Let me pull up my picture real quick. Yeah. All right, boom.
Now we're gonna have to get a transition song for the health joint too.
No, right? Yeah, yeah. So I was thinking too. I want to get anytime we switch, I want to have a transition for
That's
bro.
up for it. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Definitely have to get into that. All right. Where we at? Sarsaparilla root. All right. What exactly is it? Matter of fact, let me read its origins first. Central America, South America, and the Caribbean. Common name, sarsaparilla, Jamaican sarsaparilla, or Honduran sarsaparilla. What exactly is it? Sarsaparilla is a climbing vine whose fruit has been used for centuries throughout indigenous American medicine, Caribbean herbalism, traditional Mexican healing, folk medicine worldwide. Historically, it became famous as a blood cleansing and strengthening root. Long before modern supplements, it was commonly used as a spring tonic to help the body recover after winter and periods of illness. What makes it special? Sarsaparilla is unique because it combines blood purification support, mineral nourishment, hormonal vitality, anti-inflammatory compounds. Many herbalists consider it one of the best herbs for skin health, detoxification support, and overall vitality. Key active compounds: steroidal steroidal saponins, the most important compounds. They support hormonal balance, immune function, and cellular health. Plant sterols, they help support endocrine system function, and inflammatory balance. Flavonoids, they provide antioxidant protection and tissue support. Iron and trace minerals, they naturally occurring minerals help support blood health and energy production. Why sarsaparilla is unique, unlike many detox herbs that simply stimulate elimination, sarsaparilla helps nourish while cleansing. This makes it popular among herbalists who want gentle detoxification, mineral replenishment, and long term vitality. Common forms of what they're best for. Root tea is traditional. Most traditional preparation, full spectrum benefits. Powder, added to your smoothies and herbal tonics. Capsules, for convenient for daily use. Tincture, concentrated support. The best way to consume is a tea. It's recommended. Simmer the root for 20 to 30 minutes and drink 1 to 2 cups a day. This is the traditional method. Powder, you can use 1/2 to 1 teaspoon daily, add it to your smoothie, tonic, and herbal drinks. Capsules, take 500 to 1500 milligrams a day. Tincture, 1 to 2 dropperfuls a day. What sarsaparilla is used for? A deep dive. Blood purification support. Its most famous traditional use, herbalists have historically used it to support blood cleansing, healthy elimination, and recovery after illness. Skin health, often used for acne prone skin, irritated skin, or general complexion support because it may help support detoxification pathways, inflammatory balance, hormonal vitality. The steroidal saponins have made sarsaparilla famous for supporting hormonal balance, vitality, and reproductive wellness. Joint and inflammation support, traditionally used for joint discomfort, mobility support, and recovery from physical strain. Mineral and energy support. It contains naturally occurring minerals that may help support energy production, blood health, physical resilience. Immune system support. Saponins and antioxidants help support healthy immune function, recovery, and resilience. Typical dosage range. We already did that. Where to buy? When you buying it, quality matters. Look for wild crafted or organic root, proper Smilax species, Smilax species, no fillers or additives, and third party testing. A few trusted suppliers: Mountain Rose Herbs, Star West Botanicals, Frontier Co-op, Herb Farm, and Florida Herbs. Possible side effects and cautions: generally considered safe. Possible mild digestive upset is rare. Stomach irritation if you take it too much. Use caution if you are pregnant, if you take diuretic medications, or if you have severe kidney conditions. Energetic action, the traditional view. Sarsaparilla is considered warming, strengthening, and cleansing. It is often used to build vitality, improve circulation, and support purification. Who is it best for? People with skin issues, low vitality, joint discomfort, hormonal imbalance, detoxification goals, and long term wellness focus. All right, quick practical summary. A classic blood purifier and vitality root, rich in steroidal saponins and minerals, supports skin hormones, joints, and immunity, helps cleanse while nourishing. Excellent long-term tonic herb, best used as a traditional root tea. All right, so yeah, that's the sarsaparilla, y'all. Check it out. Check it out.
Sound like something worth
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
your hands on.
indeed. Imagine just having all of this shit though at your back and quarters. You know what I mean? Just your whole shit, your whole compound is just full of herbs growing naturally, organic, all of that. Ain't no sprayed, nothing, nowhere. You know what I mean? And that shit is protected by some type of glass house, greenhouse to stop the fucking chemicals from the skies from falling onto the shit.
Right.
You can roll year round with the shit. Yo, yeah.
And you know that's what they got going on with these outdoor farms.
Yeah.
You can be independent,
Yeah.
but the farm down the street is not independent. And guess what
Right.
that fan blowing to?
Exactly. Exactly. Real
But
shit.
yeah, a closet full of, or a room, or a whole greenhouse full of.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I need this today. Let me go ahead and pick this leaf for this damn tea I'm about to make,
Yeah.
or powder it down. You know what I mean? In my grinder bowl or whatever to a powder form and create some. You know what I mean? Sell some shit out.
All type of shit.
Oh yeah, man.
All type of shit, man. All right. Next one is Boldo leaf. First time hearing of this ever.
Yeah. Sound like it's about to wreck some shit.
I know, right?
Yeah, that was some pie.
Straight up. Hell yeah. All right. Bodo leaf. Category is a liver tonic and a digestive bitter. It is about to bowl some shit. About to bowl that ass. Nigga. Bitters. Gallbladder support herb. All right. Yeah, you say you had bitters before?
Yeah, we actually still got the south side bitter.
That should make you go bathroom, right? Or it's
I've
just better.
tried it once.
Yeah.
It's been sitting up there for months.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't remember it making me use the bathroom, but it's been so
Okay.
long since I've had it
Yeah.
that I'm not even sure. And my wife grabbed it for her, but I don't even. She used it more than me, but she
Yeah.
ain't used that shit in a while either.
All right. What exactly is it? All right, my bad. It comes from Chile, South America. Common names is Bodo or Bodo leaf. What exactly is it? Bodo is an evergreen tree native to Chile, whose aromatic leaves have been used for centuries in South American herbal medicine, traditional Chilean medicine, digestive and liver support formulas. Historically, Bodo became known as the liver leaf because of its strong relationship with liver function, bile production, and digestion. Unlike gentle tonic herbs, Bodo is considered a more targeted herb for digestive sluggishness and liver support. What makes it special? Bodo is known for supporting liver function, gallbladder activity, digestion, detoxification pathways. Herbalists often use it when people experience heavy digestion, fatty food intolerance, sluggish bile flow, feeling backed up after rich meals. A key active compound is bodine or bodine, the primary active compound. It supports antioxidant activity, liver protection, and cellular defense. Essential oils contain compounds associated with digestive stimulation support. My bad, digestive stimulation and gallbladder support. Flavonoids, they help protect or support healthy inflammatory balance and antioxidant protection. Alkaloids, traditionally linked to digestive stimulation and bile flow support. While Bodo is unique, Bodo is one of the classic herbs used to support bile production and bile movement. Bile helps digest fats, eliminates waste products, and support healthy digestion. When bile flow becomes sluggish, people may experience bloating, heavy digestion, and fat intolerance. Common forms are what they're best for. Tea is the most traditional. This is the classic preparation, digestive support. Uh, Capsules, convenient for daily use, tincture, concentrated support. Digestive formulas, often blended with dandelion, artichoke, or milk thistle. The best ways to consume it would be a tea. 1 teaspoon of dry leaf, steep it for 10 to 15 minutes. Drink 1 cup before meals and 1 to 2 cups a day. Capsules, 300 to 1,000 milligrams a day. Tinctures, 1 to 2 dropperfuls a day. What Bordeaux leaf is used for? A deep dive, liver support. Most famous use supports healthy liver function, antioxidant protection, natural detox pathways. Gallbladder support, promote bile flow, support fat digestion, and improve digestive comfort. Digestive health, digestion after meals, bloating reduction, digestive efficiency. Fat metabolism, breaking down dietary fats, absorbing fat soluble vitamins. Bordeaux supports this process. Detoxification support, traditionally used during cleansing protocols, seasonal detox routines. Antioxidant protection, Bodine helps reduce oxidative stress, supports cellular health. Typical dosage range: tea, take 1 to 2 cups a day. I think we just went through this. 300,000 milligrams a day for capsules, 1 to 3 milliliters for a tincture. Best used short to moderate term digestive support. So this is not for every single day for the rest of your life use, basically. Where to buy? Quality matters. Look for organic leaf, properly dried green leaves, no fillers or additives, third-party tested products. A few trusted suppliers: Mountain Rose Herbs, Star West Botanicals, Herb Farm, Frontier Co-op, Hawaiian Farm, or Hawaii Farm. Possible side effects and cautions: stomach irritation if you take too much, nausea if you overuse it as well. Avoid if you're pregnant, breastfeeding if you have severe liver disease without medical supervision, if you have gallstones or bile duct obstruction, unless advised by a healthcare professional. Energetic action, traditional view. Bordeaux is considered warming, stimulating, bitter, traditionally used to move stagnation, stimulate digestion, and promote cleansing. Who is it best for? Ideal for people with sluggish digestion, bloating after fatty meals, liver support goals, gallbladder sluggishness, seasonal cleansing protocols. A quick practical summary is one of South America's classic liver and gallbladder herbs. It supports bile production and fat digestion. Rich in antioxidant compound, bodine, excellent digestive bitter. Best consumed as tea before meals, often combined with dandelion and milk thistle for liver support. All right, so yeah, it is. It's definitely what you just said. It's definitely bold and shit over. It's just knocking that fat out.
Yeah. Real nice too.
Yeah.
And then it's telling us, look, I ain't gotta be here forever. I'm gonna come
Right.
in, I'm gonna do what I gotta do, and I'm gonna get the fuck up
Exactly.
out. You cannot take me forever. I'm gonna fuck you up, because I told you I ain't gotta be
Man.
here.
Got all day for this shit.
Right. Come in here, boom, boom, we'll be gone. Yeah.
Real shit.
Ain't
Bodo
like
leaf.
that. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, that's big worm, nigga. Got on my 40, homie.
Yes, indeed. Fucking respect it.
Uh, Real shit. All right, so yeah, Bodo leaf. I think I got some videos or readings for health and wellness too. Yeah, I think I got two out. I think they photos. Hold on, real quick. All right. Which one is it? Okay, photo one. All right, so yeah, there's some things that go along with the health and wellness, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so this is random once again from Holistic Magazine. I go over Holistic Magazine posts all the time. So anybody new here, definitely check out Holistic Magazine on Facebook. They post good shit like this all the time. This says if you hum for just 5 minutes daily, you're dramatically increasing nitric oxide production within your nasal passages. This crucial molecule whose levels surge compared to normal breathing helps support healthy blood flow, efficient oxygen delivery, and optimal sinus function. This simple practice is a surprising and effective way to support your body's overall respiratory health. All right.
And that's crazy. 'Cause every now and then it'll pop in my mind to hum. That
Yeah.
vibration, that shit feel good. Like
Oh
that
yeah.
fucking
Oh yeah.
vibration that they fucking call.
Yeah.
That
That's
shit
that
feel good.
home. Yeah, that's what they
Yeah.
used to do back in the day. Yeah, man, that shit is real. Yeah.
I'm like, oh
So
yeah.
do that for 5 minutes a day. You know what I mean? And yeah, there you go. All right. Get that blood flow going, all of that.
Mhm.
All right. This comes from Vinicius Miranda. I never checked out her page before. She posted this, but she's on Facebook. I guess check her out. How to detox each organ. Detox the blood, cayenne pepper, kale, red grapes, moringa, garlic, coconut water, leafy greens, pomegranate. Uh, Lymphatic system, lemon water, asparagus, carrots, guava, turnip, berries, sea vegetables, natural juices. The liver, dandelion greens, garlic, avocado, beets, turmeric, citrus fruits, walnuts, cabbage. The gallbladder, citrus fruits, beets, tomatoes, pineapple, avocado, omega 3, sweet potatoes, dandelion greens. How to detox the pancreas, blueberries, spinach, sweet potatoes, reishi mushroom, radish. How to detox the kidneys, cranberries, lemon, red bell peppers, cauliflower, garlic, pumpkin seeds. How to detox the intestines, fermented foods, apples, bananas. Look like ginger, I'm guessing, flaxseed, and papaya. All right. So just a few foods, uh, fruits, and all of that type of stuff.
Yeah.
That's good for detoxing each organ. All right. I think that was it. Yeah, because this is something else. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much it. All the reasons I have for the health and wellness.
Good shit.
Yeah, it's a little. I mean, more information for your brain, for your
To
books, for
wash
your notes.
to not wash out because we want y'all to keep the in the chicken things in your mind too. For
Yeah,
when you
yeah,
do make your food choices. So don't
yeah. You
don't
know
don't block
exactly.
it all the way out. But we want to hit y'all with some, better
Yeah,
alternatives to,
indeed,
what I mean, to not just leave y'all with the problem. You know what I
yeah,
mean? We also try to, well, we don't try to. We also put out solutions for y'all.
indeed,
So you take it
indeed, indeed.
how you need to take it.
Sure. All right. Before we get into the reading for the show, I think I got a couple. I do got a couple readings. Some random knowledge, some random info I came across. Once again, all of this stuff comes from Facebook. Every now and then I go to my Instagram, I find some stuff. I forget that I even saved it, but I don't really scroll through Instagram that much. That's the issue. You know what I mean? So, but I do follow a lot of pages on Instagram that's into holistic and wellness and all of that type of stuff. You know what I mean? That's literally like all I follow, except a
Yeah.
few of my fam. You know what I mean? But I just don't scroll on Instagram for whatever fucking reason. I'm still in the old days scrolling through Facebook and shit. Yeah. So this is where I find all of this information from, basically. So let me see. Let me share my page again. All right. So yeah. First one I got. Let me go back down to the bottom. This is some random knowledge, not information, some random knowledge and conversation starters, basically. You know what I'm saying, coming from different pages on different topics. So let's check out the first one I got. I think it's this one. So yeah, this is a speech. I think this is coming from a Chinese physician. I think he's a doctor, but I'm not sure of that. Oh yeah, professor. All right, this is coming from a Chinese professor. So yeah, check this out. Listen to this is coming from also on Facebook. Jack McLean page. He shared this video. So this is somebody else's video that he shared. But let's get into it.
Is to kill as many people as possible because the world can sustain 8 billion people.
So you're trying to create as many conflicts as possible to reduce the population so that the population will be easier to govern, to create compliance. But Julian Assange, he said something really important. What he told us is this: the point is not to have successful wars. The point is to have never-ending wars, so that a military-industrial complex, this transnational security system, can steal the American taxpayer. Okay? So what you need to understand is this: America, these nation states, it's just a host. What matters is the parasite. What matters are the secret societies, these transnational capital groups. That's who controls the world. Okay? And these are the ones behind everything. Right? China and Israel and the United States. And they choreograph these wars in order to extract as much wealth as possible from their nation state hosts before the nation state collapses. Right? That's what's happening. These parasites intend for America to lose its war in Iran so that they can collapse the entire American economy and drive millions and millions into abject poverty where they will own nothing and be happy. That's the game plan here. You have $40 trillion in debt. The only way that you can get rid of this debt is by destroying the American economy, by collapsing the American economy. If you want to survive what's coming, you have to mentally prepare yourself. You have to tell yourself that maybe what I believe of the world is wrong. Maybe BRICS doesn't matter. Maybe China doesn't matter. Maybe it's all just a delusion. Maybe it's all these lies that the media has been feeding us in order to make us not understand what's really going on. Okay? What's really going on is not a financial war. What's really going on is not a material war, a military war. What's going on is a spiritual war.
Indeed, it is.
Big shit.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that's definitely what we headed to in this. As much people, as much as people are, some people are thriving and doing well for themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a whole lot of people falling into poverty.
One more every day.
Yeah, working 3 jobs. You know what I mean? To barely get by, working and that, and doing all of this shit. Doing half this, that, and you know what I mean? Like just to be able to have enough.
And if you don't believe it, I see the numbers Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
It's not nothing, unfortunately, and fortunately, it's not nothing that, it's not a conversation that we don't have actual facts on. One of the things that we can actually speak factually and not just allegedly or anything like that, because I am in the meetings where I do see the numbers kind of thing. You know what I mean? Not just talking shit when it comes to shit like that.
Right.
The shit is bad, you know what I mean? And people are working 2-3 jobs. Yeah, you have both sides where people are just using the system. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
But you also have people out here who it's their first time signing up. They didn't even know the organization I work for type shit existed.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Never knew the help was out there. Don't know which way to turn and all that type shit. By word of mouth, they were able to reach out or whatever. So there's a lot of people out there with not living in the system, Section 8 voucher or whatever.
Right.
But they find themselves even with 2 jobs and doing like a DoorDash and shit on the side. You know what I mean? And doing that type of shit. But they still find themselves not being able to keep up with all the fucking inflation and shit that's going on right now. You know what I mean? So, and that's fucking super facts.
Yeah.
That is super facts. Ain't no way around that right now. And it's only getting worse. That shit is only getting worse.
Yeah, shit is real out here for sure. You know what
Yes,
I mean?
it did.
Yeah.
Hey, I had a question that came up through that video.
Yeah.
Because you know they speak on the world being overpopulated and stuff like that, and it came in my mind to ask if we had the land, right? Like if all the systems and shit wasn't put in place, and everything just stayed what it was. We eat off the land, we live off the land, and all that type shit. Would it then be considered overpopulated? You know what I mean?
Right.
Would
Yeah.
it be any kind of debt going on and all that type shit?
Yeah.
So
I don't
you,
believe it's overpopulated.
yeah, me because at the same time, I'm like a lot of people die every day, just
Yeah.
as people are born every day. You
Yeah.
know what I
Yeah.
mean? Same type shit. So very much so could be the narrative that they just want to spin to justify a part of their evilness, which is
And it's just too
crazy
much.
enough.
It's my bad. It's too many of them. It's too populated for them to control. That's what it is. Too many people.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you gotta scale
That
that
makes
back
more
down. So you
sense.
can't control all of these people. You know what I mean?
Everybody not going to be
Yeah,
not going to fall for it. You know what I
nah,
mean?
nah.
Again,
So,
just
yeah.
like that. What is it? The ant's world. I fuck it up every time. Just like the ant's world. One ant,
Mhm,
no, ain't gonna do shit. But when all of them, when everybody wake up,
exactly.
because we
It's too many.
already outnumbered.
It's too many
Yeah, we
people
already
going, man.
outnumbered.
It's over.
Yeah, yeah, that make more sense. But that's all
Oh,
that has to happen, even regardless of your the weaponry and all that type shit with the military and all that type shit. Regardless
yeah.
of all that, because I will probably bet a good amount of money that there's also people within the military within the shit that don't like it. Got in
Oh,
there
yeah.
and found out that it was some bullshit, and I'm pretty sure they've learned a lot, they know a lot, and they this is just me talking shit. I don't know who in there, never been in there, but I'm
Right.
pretty sure there's some minds who went into it just to learn
Oh yeah.
their movements, their ways,
Oh
how
yeah.
to to
Oh
use
yeah.
their resources and shit like that. The movies show that shit too now.
I already said that shit is in the movie. I
Yeah,
already
the
told you.
movies show that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, fucking right. I mean, and if I was to do it, that would be the reason I do it, just to learn their systems, learn how they move in a certain sector. You know what I
True
mean?
enough.
Navy, Army, Marine, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let me get some of that knowledge too. Let me learn how to, you know what I mean, swim underwater for 5 minutes. Yeah, yeah. Let me get that. Shit. You know
That's
what I
crazy.
mean? Yeah, hell yeah. I can see that. Shit, don't give a fuck.
Right.
Just trying to become a motherfucking master soldier myself against this in case I gotta go to war with y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and reap the benefits along the way.
Yeah, shit.
Take the benefits along the way.
Oh, yeah, real shit. All right. I think I got some. Yeah, I got some more. Hold on. Put that joint back up. All right. What's the next one? What's the right? Last one. All right. So yeah, this one. This is just this lady. This is a video of a lady putting together the recent shooting at a young dude that allegedly stole the water and shit, right?
Yeah, yeah. Cross
Yeah,
South Carolina.
yeah. This is her basically putting it together on why these things happen. In the metaphysical realm, this is what Dr. Blair was into. You know what I'm saying? And I actually um myself want to get deeper into metaphysics because I'm like way more tuned in when people start talking about metaphysics.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it interests me a lot, and I start paying attention. I like focus type of attention. You know what I mean? Not half listening, but like really tuned in.
yeah. Nothing
So
else matters at that
yeah,
moment.
yeah, yeah. So it seemed
Yeah,
like something that my soul wants to explore or already knows. You know what I mean? But yeah, but so this is her. This comes from the page Rev Saja. I think this is her. Yeah, I think this is her talking. So this is her page, Rev REV dot Saja or Saja SAAJA. So yeah, check her out. She's a motivational speaker, personal coach, and all that type of stuff. So check us out. She's breaking it down the metaphysics of what happened in that case. So check it out. Hold on. Let me make it bigger real quick. Hold up. Uh,
Was not killed over water. He was a systemic sacrifice to the narcissistic demon that they are feeding in order to dominate this dimension. I want y'all to understand what I mean by that. The program that lowers our frequency emits these frequencies in the atmosphere is also activating these militarized demonic frequencies within the body cells, specifically in the cells of the individuals who lack a soul. They're not housed by anything except this narcissistic code. The importance of the water is that water, everything is energy, but water, energy is consciousness, and water is the consciousness that we use to access the intellectual grid that we pull information from. Those star systems, everything in the cosmos that we are birthed from, we are projecting here from, all of that comes online once we reconnect with the consciousness that is also represented by water. We know that water is feminine. So being killed over water is significant because that war that they're having over there symbolizes the spiritual warfare that is taking place outside of the Earth's atmosphere. That narcissistic system that is creating these realities of oppression, suppression, and all of those things is actively working to keep us from activating those cosmic codes within our DNA. Because once we wake that up, we will be able to take back over the program and reinvent it and create a new narrative. Now, that boy was killed over 4 bottles of water. Know that 4 numerologically expands into 22, which is the master builder, but you can also reduce it to the 13. That 13 is the divine mother frequency. This was a direct systemic attack in order to hijack our consciousness by hypervigilizing our nervous systems and thus for further separating us from doing the inner work. The reason why that is important is because the entity that shows up in this dimension as narcissism or the narcissist is a dark presence that they need to continue to feed, and they do that through these types of unalivings. The more they can activate our nervous system and make us more hyper vigilant, the more they can puppeteer us into carrying out their mission. It's a form of energy harvesting because once we fully activate that divine feminine frequency, then that mother code that is within the X chromosome that we all have is going to collapse the system that they're using to maintain the power that they appear to have.
All right.
Respect to that.
Yeah, indeed. Definitely always hear a lot about these uh these cases that just pop up worldwide, you know what I mean, and gain traction and shit. And there's always some young dude, some young black dude getting
Mm-hmm.
killed. You know what I mean? We had multiples, of course. Y'all already know the names type of shit. But yeah, definitely been a lot of talks about that shit. Being sacrifices too, of course. To get first of all, the killing itself is the sacrifice and the energy harvesting when everybody get pissed the fuck off about it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Yeah, so
Actually,
basically, yeah, yeah, oh yeah. That's basically what she's saying. Yeah, I mean, a lot of it makes sense because that shit works. Like it really does get people pissed the fuck off. So
oh yeah.
I can see how they can harvest that energy because everybody in the world be mad at that shit, bro. You know what I mean?
Mhm. At
Like
the
at the
same time,
same time, right? You know what I mean? So yeah, that shit makes sense. So I definitely believe that
that's wild.
that some of these people are purposely doing this, you know, to basically stop us, distract us, harvest the energy, all of that type of shit, all
Mhm.
type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
And
Yeah.
and think they did it twice, very close to each other,
Yeah,
with
exactly.
South Carolina and with the young high school kid, with
Mhm.
the white guy that
Yeah,
got killed.
yeah,
So they
yeah.
did it very close to each other with two different verdicts, one not guilty, one guilty kind of thing. So on two different levels, and that probably amplified shit even
Right,
fucking more.
right.
Like one
Yeah.
wasn't enough.
A lot of people say it's a play on numbers. Like some people will even say that it's stuff that they have to do.
Yeah, follow script.
Depending on, yeah, depending on the numbers and the astrology shit, how that shit adds up, and you know what I mean, like all of that shit be like some mathematical shit, just the fucking feed their demonic motherfucking boss, basically the motherfucker who running they shit, running this lower realm shit type of situation. They still, but still, they gotta fucking still abide by the rules of the fucking universe. You know what I'm saying? And they can only do it when certain shit adds up, and all of this type of fucking shit. It's crazy.
That's why the dates and the time, everything plays a part. And if for anyone who's audiobook, read books, whatever the case may be, go on YouTube and download the audio type shit for free. But Harbinger and Harbinger 2 breaks down rather the very events from way back when. It connects 1700s, 1800s, shit like that. It connects the events from back then to a lot of events now and why they had to happen. A lot of the dates from way back then to now and how shit happened on the same dates. Like area type of stuff, because of just the numbers shit. Everything from the date wise again to the time wise, it breaks everything down in those books. And it came as well, it was presented. The guy that wrote the book said he was given the information by a random guy that always showed up pretty much when he I guess needed to show up to different harbingers. And once the harbingers figured out, because it had a little sketch or something on it, so he had to figure out what it was about. And once he did that, the guy that wrote the book, once he did that, he returned that one and he gave him another one. And of course, that's when the next chapter come in. So you got to figure out this one. So talking about September 11th and all that type shit. And it really breaks it down to, again, the numbers and shit like that. So that's crazy how I read that book probably a year and a half, 2 years ago. But I never heard it outside of that book until kind of this conversation now. The breakdown of it all. I'm not gonna say this is the only place that I heard it, because I put in certain readings like that. But it's funny that it came up in our conversation today to talk about that, because that shit always stayed with me. Because I believe that shit wholeheartedly. Rather it's a random guy come out the fucking blue to say some certain message or tell you something. Like all that shit makes sense to me. Somebody can tell me a story how fucking angel came out the sky and left a message for me, and I will believe that shit. Or I will give it some thought. You know what I mean? I will give that shit some thought, though. I wouldn't look at a motherfucker as if they're crazy.
Right, like you dumb. Fuck out of here with that shit.
Right. So all that shit fucking plays a part. Everything is connected, man. And again, they have to follow it, regardless of anything. They have to follow that shit.
Indeed.
That shit
crazy. All right. Let's see what else I got. Let's do one more, then we're gonna go ahead and get into the reading for the show. Matter of fact, let's do this one. Hold on. Yeah, because this one is kind of goes with it kind of a little bit, not completely, but I like this video right here. So hold on. All right, check this out.
So, what's the point of it all? I looked you in the eye. The meaning of life, the reason I made this whole universe, is for you to mature. You mean mankind? You want us to mature? No, just you. I made this whole universe for you. With each new life, you grow and mature and become a larger and greater intellect. Just me? What about everyone else? There is no one else. In this universe, there's just you and me. but all the people on Earth. All you, different incarnations of you. Wait, I'm everyone. Now you're guessing it. I'm every human being who ever lived. Or who will ever live. Yes, I'm a Hitler, you said, appalled. And you're the millions he killed. I'm Jesus. And you're everyone who fought him. Every time you victimize someone, you were victimizing yourself. Every act of kindness you've done to yourself. Every happy and sad moment ever experienced by any human was or will be experienced by you.
Wherever you think it could be down here, it could be down here. Now, if I had to come through here at nighttime and deliver this shit, they gonna have to find somebody else.
Yeah, that's a different one. See, that's them underground caves right there.
That's crazy.
The part that they let the trucker see anyway. But yeah, so that video basically it's about you. You know what I'm saying? And it's a belief that I held for a very long time. I still kind of believe it though. You know what I mean? That somehow, some type of way, that really all of this shit is really just you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Some kind of way. Some way, I don't know how that shit works, but
It's something we would never figure out. Like I said, within this realm or this body, this vessel, we're not going to understand or figure that part out.
Right. It's beyond that.
Yeah, so I just look at it no, I guess that would be different. That's what I say. I look at it in the way of course, everybody we come in contact with that test us. I look at it, as far as that way. That's a way to help us grow, but that still doesn't tap into how the fuck. You know what I mean? We can be. I can be you. You can be me. Everybody outside is. You know what I mean? All that type shit. Everybody just me, and everybody just you.
That's why I said we gotta look at it from we definitely gotta at least look at it from a perspective of, as a gamer, as a motherfucker who's more so like a Sims than a GTA type of shit. You know what I mean? Where you can create any of those people, or you can take control of any of those people, but really all of those people are the people that you fucking created in the first damn place. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, they're you.
Yeah. But you always create them different. You never make the same fucking person each time. You know what I mean? It ain't all the Sims wearing the same clothes and living in the same looking fucking house. You make them all different.
Everybody.
When I play the Sims, you know what I mean? All my peoples is different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they got different houses. They got different jobs. They got, I don't know. I don't know. Shit, I don't know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, shit's crazy though. Shit, hey, it's just a lot to think about. A lot of possibilities, I should say,
for sure,
or probabilities, however you want to take it. Yeah, I mean. All right, but yeah, this joint, basically the main theme for the show tonight, is about NPCs. Pretty much what that show, not that show, that video was kind of hinting towards. Saying that is all you, which means that whenever you are the you that you are now, that means that everybody else has to be on some type of allegedly has to be on some type of program that's just running over and over again, but they're not really directly conscious. I don't even really know how to explain it, but they're just kind of like programmed to fit into your world, and when you have no use for them, so to speak, they just going on about their business. And then when they need to teach you a lesson, or you need to teach you a lesson, a good one or a bad one, then bad one, somebody come fucking with you that you can do shit to, or a good one, here comes somebody offering some help. Oh shit, you know what I mean? So yeah, so we gonna talk about NPCs tonight. It definitely gets deeper. There's definitely levels to it, dimensions to it, all of that type of shit. This shit go crazy. You definitely got to have an open mind to even entertain some shit like this.
Right.
I mean, but That's what we like to do here. Keep an open mind. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, everything is possible in my mind, in my book.
Yes, it is. You and me both.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
for sure.
So let's get into it. Let's bust it down, break it down, break it down, break it down. So check this out. All right. Uh Today's conversation might be one of the most controversial topics we've ever touched because we're about to ask a question that has echoed through spiritual communities, conspiracy circles, psychology forums, and late night philosophical debates for years. Let me make sure my camera right. All right, yeah. Are all people conscious in the same way? Or are some people what many may call NPCs, aka non playable characters? Not in a video game, not in a movie, but in real life. Now, before we begin, let's establish something important. This episode is not about looking down on people. It's not about believing you're superior. It's not about labeling your neighbors, family, coworkers, or strangers as lesser beings. Because history has shown us that whenever human beings believe in other humans are less valuable, dangerous things follow. Instead, this episode explores a fascinating question. Why do some people seem deeply conscious while others appear to move through life on autopilot? And perhaps more importantly, what if the real NPC isn't somebody else? What if all of us become NPCs at certain points in our lives? That's when you switch from house to house on the Sims when I want to play the other character.
Yeah. Right. So that leaves the other character to just
Right.
be motherfucking lagging over there.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's wild. All right. Let's dive in. The origin of the NPC theory. The term NPC comes from gaming. In video games, NPCs are characters controlled by the game itself. They have scripts, programs, predetermined responses, limited awareness. They repeat the same actions endlessly. They walk the same paths, say the same lines, perform the same routines. No matter how many times you encounter them, sound familiar? Many people begin noticing something similar in society. Wake up, go to work, watch television, repeat opinions from the news, go home, sleep, repeat for decades without questioning anything, without self reflection, without asking, who am I? Why am I here? What is reality? What is consciousness? What happens after death? Why do I believe what I believe? Some spiritual thinkers begin asking, what if not everyone has awakened consciousness? And thus the NPC theory exploded. I saw a video of some dude, just some random shit too, because we talking about NPCs. But the nigga was playing GTA and he was like, I followed the NPC for like hours. Like he posted that shit. Like he followed the NPC for like 10 hours, y'all, no bullshit.
That's crazy.
And posted that shit, and the NPC literally walked the same route, turned all the way back around again, and fucking said the same thing. Then started all the way back from where he started from in the beginning, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was something else to it too. I think it was something else to it too. I gotta watch that video again. But yeah,
That's
you know,
right.
it's a program. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna just run its route and then somehow start all over again. You know what I
That's
mean?
it.
Yeah.
That's all
Um.
I'm here for.
Right.
Fuck
Exactly.
about nothing else.
All right. The spiritual version. The spiritual interpretation goes much deeper. Many believe that there are different levels of soul development. Not everyone is operating from the same degree of awareness. Ancient traditions hinted at this long before video games existed. In some interpretations of Hindu philosophy, souls reincarnate repeatedly through countless experiences. Some souls may be spiritually older, others younger. Some may have spent thousands of lifetimes developing awareness, others may be early in the process. Ancient mystery schools often divided humanity into the sleeping, the awakening, and the awakened. Not because one group was better, but because each was at a different stage. The NPC theory evolved from this idea. Some took it even further. They claimed some humans aren't souls at all. Instead, they are energetic placeholders, background characters, biological beings without higher consciousness, living programs, living algorithms, and living distractions. And yo, I definitely met some people though that I would say it was like they gotta be an NPC because like some of these people I meet, bro, I be like, yo, are you serious? Like Like, are you a real person or are you a fucking like what? Yo, they be so weird and like, yo, stuck on like whatever is going on in the world and like really is definitely never stepping outside of that box, bro. They just moving straight on fucking reacting to the world. You know what I mean? In a way that makes them seem damn retarded. You know what I mean? Like, yo, like what the fuck? And that's why I don't really talk to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Because I come across a lot of people like that for some reason. I don't know why they always fucking flock to me, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's real.
that's something to look at. You know,
Right? I know, right?
it's, I don't know. There's a lot of that going on. A lot of
Yeah.
that
Oh
going
yeah.
on.
Oh yeah.
People different out this motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah.
People
Real different.
different.
Oh yeah. All right. The distraction theory. This is where things get interesting because almost everyone can remember somebody who entered their life and completely derailed their path. Toxic friend, a manipulative lover, a destructive business partner, a coworker who constantly created chaos, a family member who drained every ounce of energy. The spiritual community often asks, were they sent to distract you? Were they tests or were they NPCs? Now let's flip that. Imagine your life as a hero's journey. Every great story has obstacles. Without challenges, growth never happens. The villain pushes the hero, the obstacle creates strength, or the resistance builds wisdom. So maybe the purpose of these people wasn't to stop you. Maybe their purpose was to reveal something inside of you. Your weakness, your attachments, your fears, your insecurities, your unresolved wounds. What psychology says. Now, let's leave the spiritual realm for a minute and talk psychology. All right, 'cause, psychology offers a fascinating explanation. Most humans operate primarily from habit. Research suggests that much of our daily behavior is automatic. We drive familiar routes without thinking. We brush our teeth automatically. We repeat emotional patterns automatically. We react automatically. We believe automatically. In many ways, the human brain is designed to conserve energy. It creates programs, scripts, patterns, shortcuts. In other words, a large percentage of human behavior is literally autopilot. From this perspective, NPC behavior isn't evidence of soulless humans, it's evidence of unconscious habits. A person may seem asleep because they have never examined their own programming. The Matrix connection. This theory became even more popular after the movie The Matrix. The movie introduced an idea that shook millions. Most people are trapped in a system they cannot see, a manufactured reality, a set of beliefs implanted by society. Many spiritual thinkers adopted this metaphor. The Matrix became media programming, consumerism, political conditioning, social expectations, fear based narratives. The NPC became anyone fully identified with the system, someone who never questions the script, someone who simply performs it. Again, this does not mean they lack a soul. It may simply mean they haven't questioned their programming. The the most dangerous part of the NPC theory. Now we arrive at the shadow side. The ego loves this theory because it whispers, "You are special. You are awake. Everybody else is asleep." That feeling can become addictive and dangerous because the moment you believe everyone else is unconscious, you stop learning from them. You stop listening, you stop growing, you become trapped in spiritual arrogance. Ironically, you become the NPC, repeating your own script, blind to your own blind spots. What if NPCs are the archetypes? Let's explore a deeper possibility. What if NPCs aren't people? What if they are roles? Think about your life. You probably know the complainer, the victim, the pessimist, the manipulator, the gossip, the doubter, the energy vampire, the tempter, the betrayer, the teacher, the mentor, the healer, the warrior, the fool. Ancient mythology suggests these archetypes appear in every human story, not because they're soulless, but because reality itself teaches through characters. Every person becomes a mirror, every encounter becomes a lesson. The soul test theory. Now let's get esoteric. Suppose Earth is a soul school, a training ground, a spiritual gymnasium. What would happen if everyone agreed with you, supported you, loved you, believed in your dreams? You would never develop strength. No resistance, no growth, no wisdom. Perhaps certain people arrive specifically to challenge your evolution, not because they're evil, not because they're NPCs, but because your soul requested the lesson. Think about that. What if before your birth, your higher self said, "I need courage," and life responded, "Then we'll send you critics." I need discipline, then we'll send distractions. I need self-respect, then we'll send people who disrespect you. The challenge becomes the curriculum, and that's crazy. What I said earlier, I'm gonna have to get into a deep ass fucking discipline plan, right?
Yeah.
7 to 7. Hey, because
Hey,
yo, distraction is like the main fucking factor in my life, real shit. And that's why I'm
hey, you and me both. You and fucking me both. But it's crazy because with LEF, with my brand, right?
yeah,
I've started just that. Like I've put together some daily kind of morning, midday, evening, you know what I mean, reflective kind of things to stay on track for it.
yeah,
Because I found
yeah.
out that is very fucking important.
Oh yeah,
Consistency and disciplining yourself to do it before, you know what I mean, until it changes and after it changes kind of thing.
word.
It's an everyday thing to stay on top of. And
Hell
ain't
yeah,
no breaks in this shit at fucking all.
crazy, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
wild.
that makes sense though. Shit. You know what I mean? Need discipline. Okay, well, send you distractions.
Mm-hmm. That's indeed. That's the only way. You gotta
Right.
throw you in the water. That's the only way we can figure. Ain't no reading
That's
no
it.
book. No, you know what I mean, self help joint. That's cool to get your mind thinking
Right.
different, open different perspective. But we gotta throw you in the water.
Got to. Yeah. Real shit. All right. The real NPC state. Now here's where this conversation gets uncomfortable. Uh, yeah. Okay, I'm right. All right. Now here's where the conversation gets uncomfortable. Most of us have been NPCs. Think about it. Have you ever stayed in a toxic relationship too long? Worked a job you hated for years? Hell yeah. I repeated the same mistakes. Yeah. Ignored your intuition, followed the crowd, believed something simply because everyone else did. Operated from fear. That's autopilot. That's unconscious programming. That's NPC mode. Not NPC people. NPC states. Temporary states of consciousness, and we all enter them. The awakening process. The awakening journey often begins with discomfort, a breakup, a death, a financial collapse, a betrayal, a spiritual crisis. Suddenly, the script breaks. The person asks, who am I? Why am I here? What am I doing? What matters? The old program no longer works, and consciousness expands. Many people who seem asleep today may awaken tomorrow. Many people who appear awakened today may fall asleep tomorrow. The process is ongoing. The bigger possibility. Here's a thought that might bend your mind. What if every person you encounter is conscious, but consciousness itself is wearing different masks? Imagine one ocean, millions of waves, each wave appears separate, yet all belong to the same water. Many spiritual traditions suggest consciousness itself is singular, one awareness experiencing itself through billions of perspectives. If that's true, then the person frustrating you, the person helping you, the person distracting you, the person inspiring you, all are expressions of the same source. Different masks, different lessons, different reflections. So are NPCs real? The honest answer is nobody knows. There's no scientific evidence proving soulless humans exist. There's no experiment proving certain people lack consciousness, but there's plenty of evidence that humans operate unconsciously much of the time. There's plenty of evidence that distractions exist. There's plenty of evidence that some people enter our lives and dramatically alter our path. The deeper question isn't who is an NPC. The deeper question is, who am I becoming? Am I conscious? Am I growing? Am I questioning my assumptions? Am I living intentionally, or am I merely repeating a script? Because perhaps the greatest spiritual challenge isn't identifying NPCs, perhaps it's recognizing the moments when we ourselves have stopped truly living and then choosing to wake up again and again and again. All right. So, yeah, super fast. All right. So, yo, what's your thoughts on this topic? How do you feel completely about the NPC thing? Do you feel like it is people out here operating without or living without a soul, or some beings that was placed here some type of way from some other place? Who the fuck knows? You know what I mean? But do you believe that there's people out here operating strictly waiting for a program to tell them what to do, type of shit, and they're not really having their own direction and path?
Um, my straight up yes or no answer, yes. I very much so believe that.
Yeah.
It appears that we see it just about every day,
Oh yeah.
from every walk of life, from officers to regular people on the street to politicians to presidents to whatever. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We see what appears to be folks following a script.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Rather that if you call that folks being NPC or not, it's NPC like. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, for sure. And there's a lot of people out here doing so.
Oh yeah.
Um, but I also look at it as, well, yeah, people losing their direction, lost their direction, and don't know that they can turn around and correct themselves, no matter where they are in life, kind of thing. And of course, depending on where you are in life, it's gonna take some doing.
Right.
But I also believe that a lot of people can turn their shit around, and get out of that NPC state of mind,
Yeah.
kind of thing. I think you can break free from it in real life. I mean,
Mhm.
whatever real life is.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Same here. I definitely believe that there are NPCs strictly based off of what it means, non-playable character. That's just the name for the video games. But an NPC, I think in real life is somebody who's following the script that was created through the television and all of that type of shit. Yeah, we did. And I definitely was an NPC at one point. Yeah, in my teenage years and shit, hell yeah. You know what I mean? I was trying to be like everybody else that I saw, which was people from the fucking hood. And so I stood right in line with that. You know what I mean? Was walking that same path, even though I didn't even think about what it could bring or what, you know what I mean, or none of that type of shit. I was just walking
Right.
it and not having my own thoughts. Or not, I had my own thoughts, but I wasn't listening to them. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
back then, my own thoughts. Yeah, I was just like I am today back then. But back then, even more, I just didn't put it out like I do now. You know what I'm saying? But back then, yeah, I was into reading and shit and studying, and you know what I mean. Like we didn't have the internet and shit like that, social media and shit.
Yeah.
Internet was out, but we ain't had no fucking computer, and it wasn't as deep as it is like it is now. So I was type that was sitting in the library for fucking 5-6 hours. You know what I mean? Like I used to do that shit. Like literally walk to the library and just be in that motherfucker for hours, yo. You know what I'm saying? Just reading all of the books, going, yeah, that's the type of person I was. But I was being an NPC because I was following the fucking crowd, following what the streets was doing. You know what I mean? So yeah, yeah. I definitely believe that it's a lot of NPCs out there. And the numbers are increasing.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Due to social media and everybody having access to that shit right there in their hand. So yeah, a lot of people following the script. You know what I mean? Now, do I believe that they're soulless? Maybe, yeah, because I believe in other life forms too. So
Possibility. Yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? They might not be fucking human. Shit, who the fuck knows? You know what I mean? We don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I believe when I say NPCs, like the reading was just saying, I don't think it's a me like, oh, I'm conscious and you not type of thing. You know what I mean? Like you need to step it up type of thing. I don't think of it like that. I think of it more of as somebody that is conscious, but from a different fucking state of consciousness, on some demon type shit or on some other
Right,
world type shit. They conscious, but they ain't conscious like I'm conscious because it's some
right.
negative shit, some negative energy, and you can feel it on certain people. You know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah.
Like, you can
Yeah,
just be
yeah.
around certain people and know that something wrong with this motherfucker. Like, his whole energy fucked up. You can feel that shit. Like,
Fuck it
yeah,
all.
no, yeah,
And it
yeah,
feels like it's supposed to be that way for them.
yeah, and like it's right. That's how it is. Yeah, it's supposed to be that way.
Like
Yeah,
nothing off.
yeah, yeah. I ain't better or worse than you. It's just
Right.
like negative and positive, left and right. Up, you know what I mean? Whatever you want, however you want to describe it. You know what I mean? That's those perspectives are given those definitions in this round, good or bad, up or down, right or wrong type of shit. You know what I mean? But
Oh yeah.
really, it's just one and then the other. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I believe it's NPCs out here that's soulless, might be fucking another life form, alien, whatever you want to say, and NPCs that's just following the script given to them by the great old United fucking States of America. Hell yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Yeah. to keep everything on track, man.
Yeah, for sure.
To really push that shit over.
Yeah, man. Indeed. You know what I mean? So be careful of them NPCs out there, man. You know what I'm saying? They're sent to distract. And not even the sent to distract. Be careful of them motherfucking NPCs that shoot us now. Cause they see that shit
Oh
on
yeah,
TV. Watch
that's
out for them motherfuckers too. Shit.
they go for it. What we just say? It's the youngest now, 13,
Yeah.
14, 15. All right, that's cool. I mean, I understand that now I think they either switched it or talking about switching to charge juveniles as adults. But
Yeah.
still, it's still, think of how many youngins read the law. Like
Right.
before getting locked up or some shit like that, to
Right.
know that they changed the law, that
Right.
they're going to now try every juvenile that does some real brutal
Exactly.
shit as adults now. Like and who's going to tell them to the point of them understanding? They at the
Exactly.
point where I could beat anything, or I don't give a shit because I'm still young, or I just don't give a shit because
Right.
I don't
Right.
see no other way. Living situations, poor, fucked up.
Yeah.
Parents may be here, may not be here, may give a shit, may not give a shit.
Yeah.
Always talk to me in an ill type of way. I mean, they already have been up against some ill shit.
Oh
So
yeah.
that with what they're saying, police already don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? So yeah, they already been packed with a lot of ill shit
Indeed.
at 12, 13, 14, 15 to
Yeah.
shoot first and not
Right.
even ask no questions second.
Now you
They
fuck
just
about
shooting first. Yeah, they just
broad
shooting
daylight.
first. They don't asking questions. Yeah, that's wild.
Come on, man. Whole sun up out this
What it is,
motherfucker.
right?
Everybody can see. God. You don't want to creep at night no more, at least?
No,
They
they might be
don't matter.
gone.
They 11:30 a.m. They don't matter.
And you know what? It's not. I think a lot of days it's not one of those I ran into you either. Is
Right.
I came to look for you
Yeah.
at 11:30
That's right.
in the fucking morning.
Shit is wild, yo. Shit is wild, man. Shit is wild, but that's the programming, though. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yep.
So that's the NPCs. Yeah. And so I guess the non-playable character in the game world means a non-playable character, but in real life, that shit means a motherfucker who is not able to play the divine character. You know what I mean? Person who's not tapping into that. So yeah, into the oneness or the divine energy, anyway. I should say. You know what I mean? Because allegedly, it's all types of energy in this place. Wherever
Yeah.
the fuck we are, all different types of realms and shit. You know what I mean? Everything has its place. All right, but
Right.
yeah. So yeah, we gonna end the show on that note. We definitely appreciate y'all tuning in
As
as
always.
usual. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna skip Wednesday again this week. Once again, I think I'm gonna have to. Gotta go in again.
That's
So
cool.
yeah.
Sunday though, that's Father's Day.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, probably do dinner some shit like that. So we probably can reschedule that one.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, we'll text through. We'll text about that shit.
Nah,
All right, but yeah, we appreciate y'all for tuning in as usual.
for
Peace to
sure.
the gods, peace to the earth, peace to the seeds. Stay agreeable, stay positive. Unless that's your thing, then just do that shit over there where I'm not at, somewhere else.
Right.
In
I
the
pray out
other
of love, man. I
realm.
pray out of
Yeah,
love.
yeah. Do you over there where that shit's
Right.
supposed to be at? It ain't supposed to be over here where I'm at.
Right. We ain't telling you how to be,
Yeah,
goddamn.
yeah, yeah.
Just
Yeah, do
be
you?
that.
Right.
Whatever.
Over there. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Indeed, love, bro.
All right, love, bro.
Peace, peace.
Peace, everybody.
Yes, indeed.